Guys, I got lots of pre-emerge chemicals to spray. That certainly isn't going to do it. Hi everybody, welcome to the show today. Well, it's a nice day. The wind isn't blowing just yet. I got to finish a couple of things because, guys, it's getting down to the wire now. Actually, that's not true. There's still plenty of time for things to go wrong, but mud's drying up a little bit and I'd like to be prepared. Still waiting on shovels for this thing. I at least got a couple of them on, but I learned something else. So in my quest to make this work properly, you might have watched last Sunday where I thought maybe the fittings, and for whatever reason, changing one of these to a pointed fitting worked for a few minutes. And then it wouldn't lift it anymore. So guys, I got a little bit more creative and started just chasing, you see how these are set up, lift, drop. That's how they're set up. Somebody at some point in time in this tractor's life plumbed them this way and not this way. Go figure. So everything works fine. Wasted a lot of time last week, whatever. Wouldn't have known if I had to tried it. And at least now I know big old Bertha here is going to work just fine. But that's not why we're here today. We're here today because my sprayer is ready to be tested. I've done quite a little bit of stuff kind of behind the scenes here, guys. With that, I am just about ready to pull this thing outside today, put some water in it, and give it a shot. Now, should something not work right, should things go wrong, because that never happens, and I'm not used to things not working out. I said no one ever. But a lot of people don't say is, I'm going to prepare for that. So I have done just that and prepared for that. Should something not work out right and I still need to spray, well, I still got my backpack sprayer here, and it fits on the back of this 1105 just perfect. It's about 10 nozzles less than what I got for my big sprayer, but you know what, guys? It all sprays. It all does the work. This one's pretty foolproof. This one, I could probably hook air pressure to it and it would work fine, but I'm not going to lose too much sleep about this one right now. But I am going to work on this one a little bit, guys, so... Would you look who wanted to join? You coming in? Yeah, get in here. About time you wanted to do something. So guys, I've been working on this thing a little bit on and off throughout the week, and I got a nice support built for the front here, bolted down, welded. I don't laugh at my welds. It is what it is. That tank is pretty dang sturdy. Hopefully sturdy enough to hold a bunch of water. I added in a on-off valve. I got an on-off valve to drain. Everything is working like it should. I got clamps everywhere. Everything is tight. Guys, I'm basically ready to put some nozzles in this thing, which I got all the nozzles dug out and all the screens. I'm ready to, and for the other sprayer too. I thought, why not? I might as well clean these ones out and get it ready and put this pump on that tractor. So guys, you might say it's a lot of rigmarole to spray 90 acres, but you know what? When you only have 90 acres to do, what are you doing, cat? She got her. Huh. Anyway, when you only got 90 acres to do, guys, calling the co-op is sometimes not exactly feasible, because they're going to take care of the guys with 900 acres and get them all sprayed up, because 90 acres, they can do that in 10 minutes. It just doesn't matter which 10 minutes it is. So I want to be prepared, and I want to make sure that if I need to spray at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday because it's calling for rain at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday, or whatever the case may be, spraying is critical. You have to make sure you get your pre-merges in. You got to make sure you get your post-merges in. You got to be ready for anything, and that is exactly what I'm going to be. You just never give up. You're worse than a... See if there's a mouse or something in there. Make yourself useful. She's been so absent in the last several videos. I'm just glad she come out to help out today. There, guys. So I think I'm about ready. Like I said, I'm going to pull this out, get my nozzles all shoved in here, and see if this actually works. One thing I did want to add too, so for my agitator, I changed up my agitator a little bit, and I also added, I can throttle it up and down now if I have to. I don't know what that, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if this is just a straight flow to both, or if it's restricted. I don't know. So that adds that. And then on top of that, when I go to clean out my sprayer, I can disconnect it from here, and I know I'm letting clean water through. I'm not just pumping chemical back into the tank when I'm trying to clean everything out. So guys, I know this looks like a whole lot of mess, and it really is, but at the same time, I think it's going to work. So with that, guys, let me pull this baby outside, open the booms up, get all the nozzles put in, add some water, and just see if we can get this rig calibrated and working. Hey, well, it's not leaking out of my fitting on the bottom. That's good. There, that's enough water to do what I need to do. Contestant number 1, come on down. I hit my daughter's truck. Nope. Fancy that. Yeah, come on, you. Well, guys, I just spent the better part of the morning cleaning out all these little screens and my nozzles. Let's get these jammed into place here. Well, friends, I guess I'm at the point now. I got all the nozzles are in. Everything's plumbed and done. Now, don't worry about the levelness of this set of booms because, well, they're not level. That's all there is to it. Might be the tractor. Not sure. Let's see. Yes, tractor definitely is not level. So they'll level out when I'm hopefully on a level playing field. Hopefully. But like I said, I guess for better or worse, here she goes. So turn on my water to the pump, fire up the tractor. Let's just see what happens here. We're all in this together. Okay, I got pressure coming out of some of them. Hey, by golly. I feel all right about that, guys. That's not working half bad. I got a couple nozzles that are a little bit, well, they don't want to work, but you'll have that. A couple that are spraying kind of funny, but I think I'll get them cleaned out and that's all going to work good. Well, there, other than a couple of little minor details to work out, guys, I think that's going to work like a champ. I'm really happy so far. Like I say, just got a couple nozzles back there that are being a little stubborn, but hey, booms haven't been used in a long time. I'll get that problem solved. Other than that, my pressure gauge in there, that's kind of a problem. It looks like hitting the lever up and down to adjust the pressure. It looks like the pressure is actually adjusting. I just don't know what it's adjusting to. So I'm going to have to study all this and figure that out. But I mean, aside from that, this was a good idea. I'm glad I did that. I can adjust pressure there too. I might have to just throw a mechanical, what do they call that? A analog gauge in line there. Whatever. I'll figure something out. But long and short of it, guys, this thing's going to squirt stuff on everything. And that's all I needed it to do. So that's good. That kind of makes my day a little bit better. So guys, in other news, hey, glad the sprayer's working. That's kind of a little bit of a priority right now. So one less thing to worry about in a month when I can actually use it. Now, guys, on to other news here. So since my local supplier doesn't stock those little shovels I need anymore, I had to order them online. I don't care to do that if I can avoid it, but sometimes you just can't, guys, and this is one of these times. So, and see, I want to work on stuff, but there's just nothing I can do at this moment. So I might as well get this thing right out of the way. I got the hard stuff all done. I got all the old shovels are off. So really, I mean, and I even got some on, I got the hard ones back on. I got to put a few back here and the rest of these, which isn't a big deal. But again, guys, this is kind of in the way now. And it's especially in the way when I've got a nice 8-row planter that really needs some attention. Needs attention a little bit before the sprayer because I got a plant that I spray, or I could incorporate. I guess either way, guys, it's both important things and they got to be done. I know I at least need a packer wheel for that planter, so I probably could. I'd like to get that out and get that worked on. This little wheat field here needs a top dress. Now, being that this is a small field, I usually just buy 12 bags of urea and just top dress it myself, which is exactly what's going to happen here in the next little while. Calling for some more rain because that's just what happens this time of year. I got what I like to call my little backpack spreader right there, which is conveniently right next to the scrap pile because it ain't much better than that, guys, but it does still scatter a little fertilizer around here, so that's got to be done. I need to get Gus out of the road because he's kind of right in the line of fire getting fertilizer all over him. That piece of junk can just sit right where it's sitting. Now, guys, I don't know if any of you can relate to this, but I'm guessing that you can because you're watching me do exactly what you would be doing. You get antsy this time of year. There's so much you want to do, and you can't do none of it, but you want to do it all at the same time. That's where I am right now. Probably just made a whole bunch of things for myself. Really don't need to be done today, but importantly, this does need the top dress. It's that time of year and the rain's coming, so that I do have to get done. The other two things, well, just playing musical equipment around here, guys. Somehow I've messed up the equation of stuff to space. My stuff is overcrowded, what I have for space. I guess there are worse problems that I could have. Well, let's finish a few things here. Let's get this going. There, that will free up a little more space for me there. Now I got to get a couple tractors out of there. And what do we got here? Basket case has to be moved. 165 has to come out. Okay, so far today, that's fired up real easy. The Detroit diesel fired up real easy. guaranteed that basket case will not start without puff either. Any takers? For lack of better judgment, I'm going to try it anyway. Why not? All right. We even give her some gas. Nope, there ain't no way. Let me go get a little puff for it. I don't know what it is about that basket case, but it doesn't even attempt. It just rolls and smokes and nothing. Just says, nope, I'm not gonna do that for you today. All right, you beast. That's plenty. Okay. And one for the money. There we go. Only takes a puff. Well, let's get this thing out of here. So guys, since I got that fired up, I might as well just grab a pin, hook her onto the planter, and get it right here while I need it. Yep, let's do that. Well, let's see if the lift cylinders work. I guess that's going to be important. Never tried the actual hydraulics on this thing, guys, so we're all in this one together. Excellent. It works. It works. I knew it would all the time. Okay, by golly. Now, strictly, guys, just because I'm curious, wonder how well the markers work. So that's fine right where it's at. Don't worry about it. Excellent. Things are going my way. All right, let's get this thing out of here. That marker, that row unit works, that one works, that one works, that one works, that one works. Yep, all the row units work. Downside is she's planting corn everywhere I go. Gonna have to grease up that joint in the middle there. He mentioned that was a problem with this planter, but oh well. I can't expect it to be perfect because I got a heck of a good deal on it, and that's a small problem to fix. But at least if nothing else, I know if I take it out in the field right now and drop it, she's planting something. Well, let me get this up in its spot here, guys. That old tractor sure does sound nice, doesn't it? For a case. Well, let's stick it over here somewhere. Well, that'll be just fine. I can still get the 165 out around it so I can get my top dressing done. Guys, things are coming together here today. Well, friends, on to the next mission of many here. So let's, I should be getting that out. I can't wait, pretty soon. That's gonna be my fertilizer spreading machine this year. But as for right now, the only fertilizer gonna be spread is gonna be spread with this one, and it's gonna be very little. Friends, I know I've threatened this a few times, but this is actually going to happen. So the next thing on my list of to-dos is the paint job on that one. Now, I wouldn't mind getting the old Allison chains here and getting that painted, but that has not been around nearly as long as that 165. That poor 165, that thing has earned its spa day, guys. And it's, well, I mean, I got enough tractors around here. That one's going to get kind of put on semi-retirement. Going to sit next to its big brother here, and they're just going to hang out together. But she needs to be she needs to have her makeup done. So after planting season's done, between that and my dump truck, that's those two are going to be done. But this will be the next tractor I do. See if it'll go. Haven't moved it since, well, when I had it decorated for Christmas. Let's see if she'll. Oh, a little snort there. Love it. And that is why this has earned itself a paint job. This tractor has never, ever let me down. Before I get going too far here, this one, this does leak a little power steering fluid out of the ram. There, we'll just top this right off. This may not be the quickest way to get fluid in here, but it's effective. And we're full. Probably the cleanest way. I'll give you that. All right, that's better. All right, well, guys, let me get my spreader hooked on here. I think I'm gonna call it a day. Well, there, got that all ready to go now. So, gosh, it's windy again. Wind has just been relentless around here, guys. It just won't stop, but nothing I can do about that. So, here's my plans, I guess. It's what I'm going to do. When it comes to the big planter here, guys, less is gonna be more. I'm gonna get these insecticide tanks off of here because I promise you that I guarantee I will not use them. I don't know of many people that have, but hey, you probably do. That's fine. I'm not gonna. They're going away. I gotta vacuum out all the old corn seed out of these boxes. That's gotta go. I'm gonna change that packer wheel. I see that he did give me a couple extra packer wheels, so I'll change that packer wheel out, get a grease gun, and one of you fine subscribers, you know who you are, was kind enough to send me a nice electric grease gun. I am going to use the hell out of that thing on this, guys, because it definitely needs it. As for that, make sure everything's turning, make sure everything's burning, and this thing is going to be ready to go out and plant some corn and some soybeans for me this year. Hey guys, if you're still watching, hey, thanks. I appreciate it. This has been a whole lot of video about absolutely everything but nothing all at the same time today. It's a weird time of the year, guys. I'm anxious to go work. I'm anxious to work on projects, but I don't want to start on anything because I don't want anything to be held up in case I need my shop. A lot of variables this time of year. But nevertheless, doesn't mean I'm going to run out of things to do. So guys, hey, on that, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.